Okay, here it is. It's the next day. I said I would do it. I'm going to drink it. Of course I'm going to drink it. Why wouldn't I drink it? I got to have my drinks every day, unfortunately. Or mostly every day. So this one, I had the green tea yesterday, and the green tea was good. The green tea might be my favorite. It might be one of my all-time favorites. But the thing is here is that I got a little down yesterday. And I stayed up a little bit later than I should have. So I'm feeling it today, and I need a pick me up. So this is a good boost for a day, and I need it. So today, obviously, we're doing Yerba Mate, the green gold, as they call it. It's the green gold. This was basically left behind by the Spanish when they conquered the Incan Empire. You could read the blip. I'm sure you could go on and read it. You know, not here, but wherever else. But that's basically what it was, and they used it, and it worked. And it's kind of a crazy thing, you know. It's another natural pick me up. Caffeine and all that other stuff. A lot of stuff has caffeine. Certain sources you feel different things from. Like when I had that Runa energy drink, it really it felt nice. It just kind of felt. It didn't get me going as much as usual, but it didn't. I didn't feel like a midday sump or like really like like you hit that cliff and you're just kind of dropping, you know. It really was kind of a nice, and those had the guayasa leaf or something. I believe that's what it is. This has yerba mate. Most other energy drinks have just caffeine, you know, chemicals and other caffeine. So these are kind of nice for a change to have these, you know. I know Bang is kind of on the other end of the spectrum where it's really, you know, a lot of caffeine. It gets you going, but it's, you know, you can drop off of Bangs, you know. And that it's no problem. It's not really a problem with Bang, I don't think. It's just it has to do with the person and all this and that. But we're not going to get into that. It's just those ones I still like Bang because they don't have a lot of bad stuff in them. You know, with the whole 0,0,0, they don't have all this stuff. These ones I like because they're more natural. I know you're gonna say, oh, it's Monster, dude, but look at the ingredients, blah blah blah. Yeah, but it's more natural than, you know, if I were to drink, no offense to Mountain Dew, but like a Game Fuel or something that's just all high fructose corn syrup and carbonated water. I don't like to do that anymore. You know what I mean? I haven't done that for a long time. I'll try some of those drinks, but I'm not a big soda person, believe it or not. So. Anyway, today, doing yerba mate, let's crack this open. And, you know, basically, this is kind of continuing from the chain of other teas. You got the white dragon tea that's been out for a while. You got the green tea that I tried the other day. And now you got yerba mate. You got 3 teas, you know, and they're kind of like this series that they put out. The White Dragon tea's been out for a while, and I've only been able to find this at one specific store. I've had them already once. They were great. I went and got them again so I could do a video on them. And the green tea is really tasty. I honestly want to say when I remember the first one I had was a blend. It was a blend, like it said on it, but it was more like light brown, like a blend of green and black teas. But the one yesterday was a little bit more like towards the green side. So maybe it just depends on the blend and how, maybe it's not always the same. I don't know. I don't want to think it was bad. I don't feel sick. You know, I didn't feel sick when I drank the other one. I'm just thinking that some of them may come out a little lighter than usual. And I remember that, and I thought maybe I ought to mention that. So anyway, yerba mate, obviously you can't see it. That's a little more on the green side. If you saw that, pour, rewind that. Can't see it on the table, but, you know. Now, That's good. You know, that is good. But it has that little bit of like honey powderish taste that I taste, that sweetness that I like, but it doesn't have, it's still refreshing. It still doesn't have a big back end that's artificial sweeteners and gross, but it doesn't have a more green floral, like kind of like natural green tea taste to it. This is definitely, I know people are going to say, come on, I mean, comparing the two, but to me, this tastes a little bit more just like tea. Like you got iced tea and maybe added a tiny bit of lemon, not like the over lemony ones, like just the essence of it. And then you've got, I don't think the yerba mate changes the flavor. To me, it just tastes like a good tea, like a not so strong black tea, you know? Yeah, it's just kind of a light, drinkable black tea, you know? It's not, and let me see if it even, see, it has, maybe it's the yerba mate that, because they brew it with the yerba mate and black tea extract, so it doesn't have the green tea, so it's not going to have that thing that I like that makes green tea so likable for me. But that's okay. I mean, it's different. It's more of the tea that you would expect drinking a tea that isn't green tea. If you were to drink a brown tea or a darker tea, that's what you could expect. I don't feel like the yerba mate like messes with it or alters it at all. It still just tastes like a tea. It's not bitter. It's not overly sweet either. It's just like slightly sweet. It tastes like a nice homebrewed iced tea kind of flavor. You know, almost. I hate to, you know, I don't want to, you know, shade this product at all, but you know, maybe like a nice Arizona tea or something, just like your nice standard tea. Which in a way is, maybe you're thinking that's good and bad because Arizona teas are mass produced and they're like, you can get those anywhere. They're just kind of whatever. But it's also good because you can kind of, you know, liken it to a flavor that you have had before that's just kind of a nice drinkable tea. Of course, Arizona tea, maybe a little much on the lemon. Sometimes they're a little bit too sweet. Don't drink the sweet tea. Sorry, Arizona tea. I love you. I've been drinking for a long time. You need to bring back the pina colada. But that's just my own opinion. But the sweet tea in Arizona tea is way too sweet. Of course, I'm a sweets guy, but that sweet tea is something else. I think that's what turned me on to other teas, unsweetened tea and tea like this so much, because it's a lot more drinkable for me.